It's Beverages with Brad.
Welcome to Beverages with Brad, everybody. I'm here with Jade, and I don't...
Jenga like the game.
I was going to say Genga, and I was like, there's no way. Like, Genghis Khan. We're here with Jade Genga like the game, but with a G.
Yep.
So her family isn't like
we don't
billionaires.
Get the royalties.
You don't get any of that. Excited to have you on the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Actress extraordinaire. I was just looking through your resume, and there were some things that jumped out at me that I was fascinated by. One was in her special skills. It says stage combat, which I don't. You don't have to describe that for me. I'm picturing like Jackie Chan type stuff. I don't know.
Okay, so stage combat, you can actually go through like a class and get certified in how to safely beat people up, but don't actually beat people up.
So I was right. It's like Jackie Chan. You're like throwing people through tables and shit. Yeah.
Kind of. I'm like the basic level of stage combat, which is like how to. They'll set you up at certain angles, so when you swing a punch, it looks like you hit them, but you're actually like 2 feet away.
Okay.
So depending on camera angles, depending on where you are on a stage, just like shifting everything around to make the sounds and the illusion accurate without actually injuring anybody.
Excellent. So if anybody needs a fight choreographer, she's here for you. That's pretty amazing. It also said martial arts. So do you have a martial arts background?
I do. My dad actually taught Kempo Jiu-Jitsu for years. So I studied...
That's a confusing term. Sorry to cut you off, but
No, it's
I
okay.
always picture like
Kempo
Kempo is
and
karate,
Jiu-Jitsu
and then Jiu-Jitsu either
is like
like
its own-
Japanese or
right.
Brazilian. But Kempo Jiu-Jitsu I am not familiar with. Are you sure you didn't make this up?
Maybe. I wouldn't put it past him. No, he studied Taekwondo his whole life, and then was a part of a studio in Warwick that we absolutely loved. And for like 10 years, we did a combo of Kenpo and Jiu-Jitsu. So it was a lot of close style combat, but also like classic Kenpo.
Okay, cool. That sounds cool. It's like a nice hybrid style.
Yeah, it was fun.
All right. I like that you like violence because you look like such a nice person. You know what I mean? But she could spin kick you through a table on stage if necessary. That's pretty cool.
I try my best.
So you're an actress. You sing.
Yes.
You spin kick people.
When
now,
I can.
I want to know if you're given a huge budget and you have the ability to write and direct your own action movie.
Oh gosh.
I want to know who's the lead, who's the villain, who's the love interest, and what is the plot.
Oh no.
Yeah, your own action movie.
My own action movie?
Yeah,
I don't
you seem
know.
very suited to produce this too, so I hope Hollywood's watching.
I'm a big Marvel fan.
Okay.
So I'm watching Loki right now. I feel like
too.
Tom Hiddleston, I would be about putting in literally anything.
Is he the hero or the villain though?
Antihero?
Oh, that's cool, like a Deadpool kind of thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Deadpool probably my favorite of all time.
Of
favorite
all
action
movies,
flick.
of all Marvel movies? Or...
Of all the Marvel movies for sure, but definitely in my top 10 movies of all time.
Now, did you like the first one better than the second one, or?
I think I probably preferred the first one just a touch, but I'm obsessed with them both. Like Ryan Reynolds, if I could get him on a writing team, I would go with whatever he did.
Well, he's a huge fan of Beverages with Brad, so I'm sure this will help your connection with Ryan.
This is for you, Ryan. See you soon.
Yeah, he loves...
You and Tom Hiddleston.
He loves this show. They both watch religiously. They're always harassing me to be on. I'm like, guys, I have shit to do. I have a whole list of people in fairy tale plays that I need to interview. I don't have time for your superhero bullshit. I tell them. And so, all right, so some kind of like action. You got the Loki dude. Maybe Ryan Reynolds shows up for a cameo.
Why not?
Superhero type movie,
sure,
I guess.
Yeah.
All right.
I feel like I'd be on board with that.
Okay.
Definitely something with an anti-hero.
All right, so who's the villain?
Ooh. I always like a movie with a female villain.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know. Ming-Na Wen.
Who?
Ming-Na Wen. She was, she was the voice of Mulan. She was...
She's the voice of Mulan.
Yeah, originally. And then if you ever watched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., she was in that.
Yes, I do know her.
She's awesome.
She's in a bunch of like the Marvel stuff.
Yeah,
right?
and she's in The Mandalorian.
Oh, right. She hangs out with...
She's like the assassin.
She was Gina's friend before Gina got shit canned. But Yeah, I do know her. She's cool. All right, so we got a villain, we got a hero.
Yeah.
What? It's some kind of superhero type thing.
Yeah.
Are you gonna put yourself in the film like some directors do? Like, are you gonna show up,
At
just
least
like
once.
uppercut somebody and then leave?
Yeah, just to like show up and bail.
All right, cool.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
All right, since we're on the topic of superheroes, if you could have any superpower, what would it be?
Invisibility, 100%.
Here's my problem with invisibility. I like to give these powers a lot of thought.
Talk to me.
It sounds great, right?
But
you have to be naked to use your power, which I know nobody can see you, but I feel like I'd be pretty uncomfortable.
Or you're just like a walking dress.
Yeah, and then at that point it defeats the whole purpose.
But I feel like if you go like full suspension of disbelief, like The Incredibles, where they can make this suit that also disappears, I'd be on board.
You're asking a lot, but okay, fair enough.
We need Edna.
I really like to think through these powers, and a lot of times with the powers, I feel like they sound great on face, like surface
value.
Right. I can't speak. And then I'm not. This is why I don't host a professional show. This is why this is going nowhere. I can't even talk. So, yeah, no, I like a lot of the powers, but then when I think through it, I'm like, nah, I don't know.
That's like when I think about
that.
flying. I'm like, but what about bugs?
Fuck flying. What about what, boats?
Bugs.
Oh, they said boats.
What about boats? No, I just always feel like, oh, flying would be so cool. Except like, don't you just like?
Swallow bugs all day?
Yes,
Well, I think
all
bugs
day.
would be the least of your problem. I think with flying,
You got like
if you're
O2 levels.
if you're flying through, breathing,
Breathing is hard.
and then, I don't know, I feel like if you hit something, like I don't know how fast you're flying, let's say you hit a bird or something.
Oh, yeah.
Or what if you're having an off day, like sometimes like I'll trip over my own feet, or I can't speak or something, like something's off in my brain, and then I accidentally like plummet from 400
Yeah,
feet in the air.
can you air trip?
I just feel like you could have an off day. Maybe the flight's just not.
Hit a bad
really-
current, just.
Yeah, I don't know. It scares me. I'm scared of heights too.
Me too,
So
horribly.
If I had the ability to fly, I would just kind of hover, probably like
Yep.
this high. That's
Yep.
about, and then I would look ridiculous. Like, oh, someone's
fair.
robbing a bank. Call Brad. He can fly, and I just hover by, and then the criminals laugh at me. But we'll give you an invisible suit just to make it easier for you.
Also, now that I've had a second, I'm like, wait, I know who the lead of my movie would be.
Okay, you changed the lead. You can.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Michael B. Jordan.
Oh, he's good. He's good for a
him.
hero. I don't
Right?
find him believable as a villain.
No, but he's the perfect hero.
He's got like the Will Smith problem. Like, no matter what he's doing, he just kind of seems like a nice guy. So when they put him as a villain, I'm like, nah, you're not a villain. Like in Black Panther,
I totally bought him in Black Panther.
I didn't. I was like, this guy seems like a nice guy. I don't see what the big deal is. It's like Will Smith. When Will Smith tries to be badass and like some kind of villain, it's like, nah, dude.
See?
You hang out with Uncle Phil and Carlton. You're not a badass guy. No. They can play heroes, but not buying it as a villain. But Michael B. Jordan, hero.
As a hero. Oh,
Loki,
yeah.
maybe like his friend with an attitude.
Yeah, attitude friend.
The Asian chick, who I forgot her name.
Ming-Na Wen, yeah.
I'm sure she probably prefers to be called the Asian chick. That's very politically correct. So anyway, said that she's the villain. You show up as a side character, uppercut somebody. It's
and
going to be a
leave.
great film.
Yeah, I think it'll be good.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. So I was going to ask you got to form a super team. 5
Super
people.
team.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
you and 4 other people.
Like people I know or like actors?
All right, so the team could be real people, fictional people, live or dead. Like you could pick somebody like
alive or
Bruce Lee,
dead.
who's
Oh,
dead.
yeah.
But you have to defend Earth from invading space aliens.
Fictional and non-fictional?
Yep, you can pick whoever you want. It's you, 4 other people.
Yikes. Can I boot myself off the team?
No, they're counting on you. You're quitting the team? I've asked
Can I just nominate other people?
I've asked like 50 people this question. No one's ever said, nah, I quit. Let somebody else deal with this bullshit.
I just feel like I am way too clumsy to be like, hey, we're gonna put things on your shoulders.
Yeah, but you can coordinate.
That's true. I could
And
project
you can
manage.
do combat. You can do Kempo Jiu-Jitsu. You can do made-up martial arts. What's better than that?
Okay, wait. Definitely, I have to say my dad, just because he's like a general badass. Then I have to go like superheroes. I'm probably gonna go.
So it's you and your dad. Mm-hmm. 3 more.
I can do fictional. I'm gonna go Thor, Deadpool. Oh God, yeah.
Thor, Deadpool. You got 1 more.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Hell yes, yes.
Just cause.
I love asking this question. See, you had like a theme going, and then took a left and picked Van Damme.
You know
I love it. So I would assume you prefer Van Damme over Seagal then. I mean, you're kind of young. Maybe you didn't really watch a lot of it. But you picked Van Damme, so you must be familiar with his work.
I am.
A brilliant actor, by the way. I think he's won, 5 Academy Awards, Van Damme? He's
rocks.
amazing.
I guess I think Van Damme kind of just a bit.
Do you have a favorite Van Damme movie?
I don't.
He's done a lot of great films. It's hard to pick. He's pretty amazing. Do you follow him at all? Because he seems like he's on crack these days.
No, I don't follow him at all.
Oh, he posts a lot of videos. He's always wearing a winter. He's always like in some place that looks hot, like LA or something. But he's always got a winter hat on, sunglasses, and he's always just kind of rambling about nonsense with like a cup of coffee, which it's very similar. He'd fit great on this show.
That's not what we're doing.
But he's got a winter hat, and I never know what he's talking about. I mean, he's speaking English, but he's just kind of rambling. I'm pretty sure Van Damme does crack. But anyways, love the guy. I grew up watching him. Always wanted to be able to do splits so I could be like him.
Fair.
I don't think splits really help that much in combat, but in his world, they really do. Okay, so we're going to take a turn here. So we got connected somehow through this project that you're doing. I am not doing. I decided, you know what, I'm just going to sleep in. Called Fairy Tale Farms.
Yep.
Would you like to describe that project for the viewers?
Sure. Yeah, so Fairy Tale Farm is it's a very fun, funny, kind of immersive.
Immersive's a fun word.
Yeah, so it's now until August 1st, we're at Coggeshall Farm in Bristol, which I didn't know existed.
Me neither.
They are incredible. They are now working with Old Sturbridge Village and have created a farm museum, which I didn't know was a thing, but it is so gorgeous out there. And they are starting to do events and live shows and all sorts of fun stuff. So we are in a show called Fairy Tale Farm, where you get to kind of meet all of these fairy tale characters that we know and love, but you get to experience them getting real in 2021, which is quite silly and very fun. And so we have Sleeping Beauty, we have Pinocchio.
You have a pig, I know that for sure.
We do. We have Vincent of the Three Little Pigs. And it's just, it's fun because it's written for kids and it's written for adults. There are jokes that the adults don't get that the kids are laughing at, and there are jokes that the adults are getting that the kids are just like, phew. So it's a blast. We've been having the best time.
How many shows have you guys done so far?
We have done, so there's 4 of us in the show, each of us perform 5 pieces in a night.
That's a lot.
It's fun though. And we have only done 2 previews so far. And now this week is our first full week of performances.
Oh,
we perform
nice.
Thursday through Sunday, now until August 1st in Coggeshall Farm. And then on August, I believe, 12th, we jump over to Old Sturbridge Village.
That sounds awesome, and I feel like if I had been a part of that, I would have fucked it up. So I'm glad it's going well. Well, I'm going to leave it to the professionals with their stage combat and everything. She could throw the pig through a brick wall if he gets out of line. Do you have a worst audition experience that you could share with us?
Oh, yeah, I sure do.
Oh, awesome. Let's hear it.
So I've done a lot of musical theater, and that audition process is kind of brutal. Like, you get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, you go to New York City, you stand on the street until the building opens, till they let you in, and then you just wait for 7 hours until they say, yeah, you can come in. Your audition.
And this is just for an audition?
Yeah.
This is why I can never make it anywhere. Yeah, I could never make it ever in this business of acting and perform. As soon as they said 4 a.m., I'm like, nah, that's it. I guess I'm never getting a job because there's no fucking way. And then you gotta wait outside. And this is just for a chance. It's not like once you get in, we pay you $1 million. No,
yeah.
This is just as a shot.
Yeah. And
See,
sometimes
you're gonna make it. You have what it takes. You have the work ethic. You have the positive attitude. And I'm gonna keep doing weird comedy shows and karaoke nights, and I'm never going to make it anywhere because there's no way.
Nights?
I do. I know. You sound very impressed, as you should be.
No. I mean, where? How can I go there?
I do both Thirsty Beavers. I do the Thirsty Beaver Cranston on Wednesdays, which last night was a complete shit show, and Thursdays in Smithfield, which tonight will probably be even crazier. But enough about me and my fascinating karaoke career. Let's talk about your audition. So you're out there 4 in the morning, you're waiting to get in this place.
You wait outside, and especially in the winter, it's pretty brutal. So you bring like a backpack, and some people bring like a chair to sit on because you're just standing on the sidewalk in New York City. And then when you get in, you sign in, you go on a waiting list if you're not a part of the actors union.
Okay.
And so you just kind of wait, and you wait and wait and wait, and you might get to the end of the day, and they might say, I've had a couple of times where I've been the next person on the list, and they've said, sorry, that's as many people as we're going to see. So you've been there for a full work day.
This just reminds me of like American Idol or something when you see that line.
Yeah, that's exactly what it looks like. Yeah. However, with COVID, everything has completely shifted, and now almost every audition is on tape.
Wow, that's, I guess, a silver lining.
Yeah.
That's a silver lining.
Yeah, it's been really weird.
So now you can just sit in your pajamas and just turn on Zoom and be like, blah, blah, blah. All right, I'm going back to bed.
Precisely.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So she's rooting for the Bats, everybody. But you're telling me about that process, but you're not giving me a specific.
Audition. Okay. So normally you have about 60 seconds in the room with the auditioning team, like with the creative team, whether it's a casting director, a director, the producer, anybody who's in there, and they're normally awesome. I went to one audition, I got in the room, you have to put up your, there's a piano player when you go in to audition for a musical.
Oh, that makes sense. I forgot if there was a musical, like why the fuck is there a piano player?
Just background music. Plunk out some jazz while you're doing a monologue. So you bring over your book of music, it's sheet music, and you mark it all up, and you say, okay, this is what I'm going to sing, and they are incredible. They're freak talents. They just go in, and all day, like 200 people, they just sight read music that they've never played.
Okay, the piano guy.
Yeah. And so you go over, I put my music down, and I say to the team, I'm going to be singing this song, and I'm going in for this specific show. And the director stops me before I audition and says, why in the hell are you singing that song?
Wow, what a nice guy.
And I was like, it's in the style of the show. I can absolutely, I've got a book of like 30 pieces over there. I'm like, I will sing anything you want me to. I can read some stuff off, and he goes, no, just sing that one, I guess.
This guy sounds like a douche.
I did not get that show.
It sounds like he had a problem with you as soon as you walked in.
Yeah, I think maybe I just like upset him. I have no idea.
Well, you're clearly a very offensive person. As soon as you walked in here today, I'm like, oh, this fucking
abusive person.
I was like, you're gonna drink that coffee? Ugh.
Hot coffee on a hot day, like a lunatic. Yeah.
So, well, hey, it sounds like you probably didn't want to work for that guy for an extended period of time.
Yeah, I have not auditioned for them since.
Yeah, fuck them. So, I'm never gonna work for them. So, I don't know where to go with this. I guess I would like to know, do you have some kind of dream job in the future? You know what I mean? Obviously, you're doing a bunch of shit. You're doing musicals, you're doing the Fairy Tale Farm, you got a long resume that includes combat and swimming, I believe. I want to know if there's like one big thing. What do you want? Deadpool 3? Is that what is your goal right now?
So for the longest time, I was dead set on musical theater, actually. I wanted to go to Broadway. That was kind of my thing. I lived in New York for about 5.5 years, and then I'm originally from Rhode Island. And my boyfriend and I were long distance for 6 years. He bought a house here.
6 years?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
And so he bought a house here, and I moved to Rhode Island, and it was like a month before COVID. So I got very lucky. And yeah, since then I've kind of had a chance to sit down and rethink about what direction to go in, and I'm really, I don't know if I can give specifics, but I just got my first day, under 5 lines on an HBO series.
Nice.
So I'm really enjoying going into some TV stuff and being on those sets, and so hopefully film and TV actually.
See how this pays off. You wait out in line, you do the hard work, you end up on HBO. My attitude, I end up karaoke at the Thirsty Beaver. It's a lesson for kids watching. Work hard, persevere, have a positive attitude, and good things happen. Thank you for doing the show.
Oh,
It's been really fun to talk to you today.
It's so nice to meet you.
Good luck with the Fairy Tale Farms, and we'll see you next time on Beverages with Brad.